Alright guys, so we're back here with another video on the Banshee. So this one is for the center mounting stingers for the shearer pipes. So what it does is it's gonna put your cans in the center of your frame versus on the outer side. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to disconnect this rear light. I'm gonna tell you the steps the way I did it. So disconnect this rear light, and then you're also going to have to unplug your CDI and your rectifier because there's not enough space. There's none to clear that, so you'll have to reroute that. Also, your coolant reservoir here, you can see the tab there where I already cut. So you'll have to kind of just let everything hang off to the brake side of the bike over here while you're adjusting everything. So I would just disconnect everything. Same thing, the wiring harness that kind of runs here and then runs back to your light because it kind of hangs in here and all that. Just disconnect all of it and pull it through right here and just kind of let it rest in this area, because you're going to want to set your stingers up with the exhaust. So bolt your exhaust to the stingers first, and then you'll plug everything in to the rest of the pipes and then tighten all that down. Once it's all tightened down, then you just have all this to figure out. And I'm going to show you what I did. There is no like videos out there on how to rewire or reroute everything. So I'm going to start with the coolant. What I did first is obviously you have to cut those tabs, like I said, both sides where the coolant originally goes, because there's going to be these tabs that kind of hang in an L shape, and they won't let you mount these stingers. So once you cut those, your stingers and all that should be all hooked up. And then with the reservoir, I just kind of pulled it through, fed it through in here, and then I'm trying to get the shot for you. So here's the two coolant lines to the reservoir. They go to the shift side of the bike, so the shifter side of your bike on the left side. I ran it between the frame and the radiator there and mounted it at the front of my bike here. So this is where my coolant reservoir is. So, and it already comes with a the OEM bracket that the reservoir's on. Sorry, I was just listening for my kid. Thought he was freaking out. But okay, so reservoir mounts here. The bracket that it already comes on, you can use it to just tie it to the front of this frame for now. I'm gonna probably come up with a different idea for that at some point, just so it looks a little bit cleaner, but this is just how I have it for now, and it's pretty solid. Like, it doesn't move or anything in there, so I just zip tied it up in there. But what I probably will do eventually is use like a clamp, some type of clamp, and then just clamp it in there so it's on there really tight with like a metal clamp. And then I might paint that just so it kind of hides it a little bit more, maybe paint it like a black or something, but leave like a line on the side so I can just be able to still measure my coolant, make sure everything's good with that. So that's how you get the coolant part all set up. Just move it to the front. That's the easiest part. And again, I'm explaining this in a way where this is going to be with as little material as possible if you're just wanting to bolt it all together and just go ride or something. So that way you don't have to do anything crazy yet, like modifying or chopping up wire harness or whatever. But you will have to clip those hose lines because they're going to be too long, that are connecting to your reservoir. You'll have to clip them, measure them, clip them, and then reclamp them back to your reservoir because they're going to be so long. Mine were so long they're touching the bottom of my pipes, and obviously that would be an issue because it'd melt it. So then you're going to move back over to your brake side over here, which what you should have left hanging in this area of everything I had told you is going to be the rectifier and the CDI box. again, those are gonna have to get relocated because it's not gonna work in the back over there. There's just not enough room to clear it. So what I did is I just got a thin sheet of metal, of steel, from Home Depot, and I cut out kind of like a T shape. So just work with me here. So just think these two things aren't here. I just cut like a T, and then it goes up, across, back down, and this way. So it's kind of like a T shape, like an upside down T. So I cut that like that, and then I kind of just put these on here, bolt to fit. And then I marked it with like a marker, the holes, and then you just drill those out. But yeah, so you'll have to cut that shape out of the steel. I just used a grinder and then kind of just smoothed out the edges so it wasn't just like a straight pointed square, and that way it just looks a little cleaner, which I'll probably paint that black at some point so it blends into. So yeah, so once you get all this put back on, bolted on, you're gonna have this crazy mess of wires everywhere. And at that point I would just start just electrical taping everything, because I don't know how mine hasn't been done in a while, so I just redid all my electrical tape just so it's all fresh. And then just went through and checked my wires, make sure everything was good and nothing was like cut or showing. So as far as all that was, it looked pretty good. So then I started re-electrical taping everything, that way everything's kind of covered and cleaned up. And then I ran it this way and down the middle of my bike, and then I tied it into the other like harness thing here that already runs in the center of my bike, so that way it'll keep this one in place. So like this one's not gonna go anywhere no matter what, because it's pretty stiff on there, so it's nice. And this right here I was worried at first it's not about it, because I was like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna be an issue, but it's not. I clipped my seat back on, I looked in there, and there's like probably a little bit more than a finger width of clearance in here, so it's not even touching this at all. This just kind of hangs and chills in there, and then your seat little hook thing hooks in there. And then same with this, I just zip tied it to the side here just so it just stays in place there. And then ran all that, of course, like I said, down here, and then tied it into the middle with this other harness. Yeah, so I guess if you wanted to and shorten up everything, you could cut all your wires down to your wiring harness. But that's just how I did it there. So I'm just kind of getting you some video here. That's how I did it there. The pipes run down. And like that. And again, you're not gonna be able to rebolt that brake light on, so I'm gonna have to figure out something else for the brake light. I might run like a red strip of like LED light back here off the bumper, and then tie that into the cables up there to the rest of the electrical harness. And then yeah, I don't know, I'll have to figure something out with that. Zip tie the things here or something, the wiring for that. Oh yeah, another issue, if you have this OEM grab bar like this, because you're gonna have to find some bolts to mount your pipes up in the center on the opposite side now. So when you do this, you're gonna have to go and get another bolt, so that way you can bolt your grab bar on, so that way it doesn't move up and down. What I had done is I just found a bolt that fit, and it was kind of long, so then I just cut the bolt, and then I put the bolt back in there, and it was able to tighten down my grab bar so it doesn't move up and down on its own, because you have to have the second bolt on there. But yeah, so that's everything so far, and that's how you're gonna, again, there is no other video out there really of showing, that I've seen, of someone showing how they do the center mounting stingers, but that's pretty much my whole setup. So we'll kind of just review everything. So what you're gonna do, disconnect everything first, and then you'll put on your stingers. After you put the stingers on, then you can worry about relocating everything. So the way I relocated everything was coolant tank reservoir goes to the front of the bike, and then rectifier CDI box goes to the center of the bike where the gas tank is, and then you can use one of the mounting holes to mount the rectifier. And then you'll have to drill the other holes through the plate to mount the CDI. And yeah, that's it so far with this. Once I do figure out that rear brake light situation, I'll make another video on that and how we wire that up, and also post a video like this one and explain everything. Again, hopefully this helps y'all. I know mine's not like super perfect and clean, but everything's pretty much hidden, so I'm not too worried about it. But I might clean up everything in a different video once I figure out a different situation. But for now, this is the bike will run and do fine like this, and still get to go have fun and play around. And that's how the rear looks. Center mounting shearer cans. All right, guys. Like and subscribe to the video, and then comment if you have any questions or any issues that you're running into with, and I can try and help you on a suggestion or recommendation. Thanks. Bye.